Hello, people. I always think it's a bit presumptuous to say welcome back, but thanks for watching. This is my 2023. It says it on the diary, Martin, right? Vinyl tag, as done by Rob Walker, and this will probably be the only vinyl tag 2023 I'll be doing. So, another cliche. Without further ado, here we go. I haven't got a drink today. Can you believe it, eh? Quite remarkable. Had some lovely VCLT today, but I'm not going to do it now. And also, all my vinyl finds, having just moved, are all over the shop. Yeah, I haven't listened to records barely since Christmas. Yeah, just chaos. I went to my local pub vinyl night last night and played some singles, of which some of them were actually new sort of finds and things. We all tend to do that when we go. We play new stuff. So, yeah. So it isn't without further ado, but it is now. Yeah, I think I've got them all in order. Favourite new album, 2022. Okay, so I went on HMV website to see what had come out and everything. I've already bought a couple of things, but for this particular question, I found an album, listened to it online. HMV didn't have it. Whether they'll ever have it again, I've absolutely no idea. So it's Macelleria Mobile de Mezzanotte. So that is the title of the album, I think. Or is it This Savaging Disaster? Anyway, this is the album, and it's very difficult to describe what it is, really. It's, if you're going to have to genreize it, I suppose it was sort of like dark, wave, jazz, ambient. Some tracks have somebody singing on it. I guess the cover's quite a good representation of it. For those that would like to see the label, it's just a normal black label, both sides, and black vinyl. So it's like you find something that you're actually looking for. Somebody's already recorded it. Yeah, and I've been getting into that. Yeah, and I've also been listening to a lot of the Max Richter reworking of Vivaldi Four Seasons, but it's in the car, actually. It's just a CD of it. So that was question 1, which has taken 3 minutes to answer. Record 2, the last concert I went to. So I went to Nightwish at Wembley SSE Arena was that November or December? And I missed the train that I wanted to get on and then had to wait somewhere for an hour for the next train to where I parked my car. So it didn't pay to stay until the end of the last song, like my mate that I went with suggested going early. But they were great, and here's a record by them, which apparently is worth quite a lot of money now. This is from Wacken, I think. Must have been when Floor had just joined, or a year or two. Give it. 2013 this came out. So, live album by Nightwish called Showtime Storytime. As a, what was the question again? Record of the last concert. Okay, number 3, debut album. I could have had Elastica, Arctic Monkeys, Suede. It's a slightly original, slightly battered copy of Weezer with the hits, and then also the other songs on there are pretty good. I know this album pretty well. Yeah, Weezer. I don't know anything by them at all, or have anything by them. Number 4, same album, hat trick of formats. Because of the total chaos and upheaval of moving, I think I have this on 3 sort of 4 formats, but I can't find a CD. My small collection of half a dozen mini discs, I can't find them. I also have, believe it or not, with its own catalogue number, like the dog tags that you would get in a war. I got like a promo sort of pair of dog tags with the album title on it and then the catalogue number or something. So it's Manic Street Preachers, Generation Terrorists. Yeah, from 1992. Yeah. Yeah, even wore white jeans once to a Manics gig. Can't believe it. Maybe a bit of eyeliner. Can't remember. Number 5. Album begins and ends with the same letter. That's a difficult question, but I found something. So this is my £1 or whatever it was fined. This is Shirley Collins, beginning with the letter T and ending in the letter T. And it's her and her sister playing this sort of, what's it called? A flute organ. Yeah. Great album. The guy I go to record fairs, he sells. I know him a bit, and he keeps saying, "Have you got anything sexy?" He describes this as sexy, just anything that whether he wants to make money from it or whether he just genuinely believes it's sexy. I suppose it's well, it's a good album. I've got another one of hers. Yeah. Right. Next question, please. Yeah. Someone born in the same year as me. Yeah, somebody I liked at school, and she was school age then too, so it's acceptable to like her now as it was then. And it's got a couple of albums by her, and obviously I had the single at the time when it came out. So I've got Vanessa Paradis. I think she looks, at least as decent as I do now. That's one album by her, with Joe Taxi on it, and a great, is it Marilyn and John? Is a great track, yeah. And then I've got the Lenny Kravitz assisted album. How he assisted her, we don't know, although we can speculate. Next question. I could almost look at the record and remember the question now, because I've actually sat down and done this properly and had a good think about it. So this is for 7 and 8. Most listened to album, I suppose, and also the most listened to artist. So I went to that shop called HMV, and I bought a normal black copy of Wet Leg, and it's still in the shrink. So do I tear it off? No, I can't be bothered yet. Not yet. Save that for next time. Next question was an artist who was Australian. Well, I'd usually show the church, and they have a new album out in the spring, I think. Whether they're coming to tour in the UK, I've no idea. I know they've got a tour in America and Australia. It's going to be the most prog album they've ever done, apparently. There's a couple of tracks. There's Hypnagogue. You can see this very interesting video on YouTube. Forgot to say I'd been really ill as well, but anyway. So this is the next best Australian band, the Go-Betweens, and this is a 12-inch. I don't know if it's an original. I'm guessing not, because it says due to the loss of the master tapes. Sticker there says Lee Remick, and a track called Karen on here, is it? Yeah, people say don't let him come back. Right, 8 minutes. Surprising purchase of 2022. Now, you know I'm a religious person, some of you. So I bought an album which is Pagan. So this is on Johnny Trunk label. A few people have shown this. Rob Ison's shown this. Dale has shown it, maybe. So this is from a 1970s children's TV programme, Children of the Stones. You can watch it on YouTube. Seems like I'm doing an adverts for YouTube now. And it's only on one side. It's one side of music for the price of a rather expensive album. Yeah, it's a bit Wicker Man-esque, I would say. A bit creepy. Yeah, I mean, I used to have it on VHS. I hadn't seen it for ages. And with it, I got an envelope with some postcards in it. All of the postcards, I think. Here we go. In there. And I didn't say it was by the Ambrosian Singers, did I? And then there's this rather not a big fan of the old Serpents, but there's a well, that's like Avebury, isn't it? I think where it was filmed. Yeah, so that's a poster. So I suppose I bought about 4 or 5 new albums last year. Yeah, around about that. Next question: complete discography of an artist, or was it albums? Well, here's my slightly tatty Stone Roses debut album. I haven't got the other one they did, the Made of Stone or whatever it was, but I do have this. Played it the other day, or listened to it online, you know. And it's like when it first came out, I remember I was working in record shop, and yeah, it dropped like a stone, literally. But having listened to it again over the years, you know, it's got actually not a bad album. Very Led Zeppelin influenced. I don't know whether it was recorded at the same studio maybe in Wales, or just they were on that particular tip at the time. And I never after this followed Ian Brown's solo career at all. Not at all, no. And I never flew on the same aeroplane as him either. A run of great free albums. Okay, so this is Concrete Blonde. So we have, is that 1989? We have Free. They're on IRS. Well, that was IRS. This might not be. This is IRS, yeah. So this is Bloodletting. Oh, they look gothic, don't they? All black covers and, you know, symbols. And this is called Walking in London. This is 92. Yeah. Pretty much unknown in the UK, although they've played here a few times. Next question. Right. An 80s soundtrack. Well, I could have had Blade Runner, Chariots of Fire, Spinal Tap, Never Ending Story. I've got that. I found that somewhere. But I chose Bad News. What can I say about that? It's an armadillo in his trousers there. Well, large courgette. Yeah. Castle Donington, Bad News. We lost them in 2022. Maxwell Fraser. I couldn't find the album, but here is Maxi Jazz and your one dried potato, jam, bread, insomnia. Okay. Right. My problem this time of year is not insomnia, it's waking up in the morning. It's just been so dark and yeah. Number 15 is a disappointing purchase of 2022. So I went to see in a disused church, now community centre, Kristen Hirsch, and rather than buying one of her solo albums, I went for this 50-foot wave Black Pearl. That's Pirates of the Caribbean, if you didn't know. And it's on that sort of a vinyl. And I guess it's disappointing because I just haven't gone back to it very much. A couple of times maybe. You know, it had the marking, the makings. I mean, there's only 7 tracks on it. It's got the artwork, you know. Come on. No. Haven't dabbled much in it, to be honest, really. I mean, she was good that night. Non-vinyl purchase. Okay, I've got here a support band to Nightwish. I bought a bag. There we go. Beast in Black. Yeah. And as an extra, this was £8. I haven't quite worked out how to use this yet. It's a digital voice recorder. There you go. £8. Bargain. Yeah. So it's sort of that period where in technology things are just so difficult to work out and use, not just to put them onto computers, but the instruction manual is about that thick. So yeah, it's going to take a while to work out how to use that. Next question. Not many to go now. We've got a Grail. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I found these this year. 2 albums by her. This is what I found in Oxfam for peanuts, really. I didn't know what they were doing with that. An Sumak album from 72. Yeah. And another one here as well, sorry. This I got in London from Record and Tape Exchange. This was £7. It says A, good, B, very good. 60s reissue of a 1952 album. There she is, with all her octaves on display. What's this actually called? Legend of the Sun Valley. Yeah. Okay. All the way from Peru. Space themed album, theme, song, blah blah blah. I've written down Tangerine Phaedra because that was something that was actually about space, but I couldn't find it either. So I've gone for double Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and this I loved it when it was more on the radio than on the TV series. Although they're both not bad. Maybe films not so great. I don't know. So this is the this is a TV. I think. Yeah, this Slarty Bart Fast there. Richard Vernon. Yeah. Oh, sorry, just knocking the something over there. Right, hold it together now for the next few minutes before I say cheerio. A VCLT or present. I couldn't remember VCLT. I might well have had some. Apologies if I've forgotten. But most recently we moved and Rob Walker came to help me a little bit for the day. As much, I think, what do you call it? Psychological, mental? No, just to get out of the house a bit, support really. Yeah, we were sort of halfway in the process of moving and he came down or was passing through. He'd been to London and yeah, so we went, got some fish and chips, had a slag off with everyone in the VC, had a football chat. And we went to, there's a record shop where I live, sort of. It's more like a music shop, really. But it's still pretty good. Owner's okay. I don't think it's that expensive, really. It doesn't have anything new, particularly. But Rob bought a couple of things in there. I forget what he bought now. He bought, we'd have to ask him or look on his videos. So I should really be plugging his channel because he's made the effort of doing this. Final tag. Anyway, I saw this and sort of pointed at it and he did not look back. He just got it for me. So this was £4. It's obviously like some sort of repress, I think, although there's no barcode on it. I just thought it would be worth a go, interesting, because I've got a more interesting country music now, but this is actually Rockabilly's. £4, so it's obviously like singles that I'm not going to find in UK. What does it say there? Play My Boogie, Bill Mack. Make with the Lovin', Dennis Herold, and Red Hot, Bob Luman. £4. There you go. So thanks to Rob, and it was ever good to see someone in the VC and actually like meet up with them again, and yeah, let's see what 2023 holds. One More Thing to Show from 1973, wasn't it, an album? So I couldn't find. I have got John Wayne, America, Why I Love Her. I could not find it. Couldn't find Cosmic Wheels, Donovan. So I've got Kinks Preservation Act 1 with the cricket track on there and the what's that other funny one? Well, yeah, that kind of scene going on there. This I would have got when I lived in Finland, €11, which I think is a bit steep, really. But Finland's more expensive for records than Britain, So yeah, so I've planned to do a few videos, and I will have to somehow put all my finds together, and going to be tricky. To be fair, it's going to be tricky. Yeah, I've started putting things into sections and things where I can find them. Record decks are over there, CDs over there, iMac for making music is over there. But yeah, there's other just stuff here that needs sorting out really, and yeah, it's a mess. Yeah. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Comment would be nice if you want. Otherwise, probably see you or comment in your videos. Cheers. Bye.